So Chris, we're catching up after a fairly positive and strong start to the season. Can you tell me what you've taken away from the first few games?
Yeah, it's been a good start. I think if you would offer us 6 out of 7 before the season kicked off, we'd have bit your hand off, we have to be honest there. Playing some really good football. Lads have all gelled pretty well. Obviously it's still not going to be the finished article for a little while, but yeah, we've done all right. We're happy with where we are, so we're pleased.
Out of the fixtures we've had and the results we've had, is there a standout game for you?
I think Shire away. It could have been a really difficult game. We know they're full of energy. Haven't played them 3 times last year. They got some good players in good areas. So to come away there, clean sheet. I don't think they really had a shot on goal. As hard as they worked, we defended really well that day. Scored some good goals. So yeah, I think that one, to be fair, was probably the most complete performance we've had this season. So yeah, really happy to go down there and pick that one up.
And of course, unfortunately, we did suffer defeat in our last game. Yeah. Can you tell me your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I try not to read too much into it. To be fair, you're going to lose one at some point. We've kind of hit that bump now, and that's what we say. The lads, you've got to show a reaction. You're going to lose a few this year. Even if you go on and win it, I think whoever does that will lose a decent amount of games. It's that kind of division. We have to be honest. We were poor for the first 25 minutes, like really bad. How we stayed in the game at 2-2, God only knows. But we did, and then the second half of the first half, we were decent. You know, we played some really good football. We sort of settled a bit. Didn't quite get the goal we needed to go into the break leading. Then second half was kind of a bit of the same as the first half. Really, we were poor. Listen, credit to Hallen, they're a decent outfit this year. Sound manager down there, he's kept the core from last year. I think they'll be all right. They'll be up there. But you know, we have to look at ourselves. They got reduced to 10 men early in the second half, and from there you want to control the game. Don't worry about winning it in the next couple of minutes. If you win it in injury time, you win it in injury time. But we didn't control the game. They defended really well. They sat in. We went a bit direct and sort of tried to force things. So still shows we're a bit naive at times. We need to get that out of the lads. And then they scored the sucker punch goal that kind of killed us off. But listen, he's a fantastic player they got up front, and you can play with 8, and if you've got him as an outlet, you're going to be all right. So disappointing on the whole, but listen, we were going to lose one at some point. I think the longer that run went, the more focus was on it. You're everyone's cup final, so yeah, I'm gutted to lose games of football, don't get me wrong, but I'm sort of glad it's out of the way and we refocus now. I'll take part of the blame for that. We didn't train last week. I think that was a poor decision from myself. We did the team photo and then went for a bit of food instead of being out here. So lessons learned, I think, but regroup, go again.
Absolutely, and being resolute and being able to come back, show resilience is quite important, and that's why we're training tonight. With a tough run of fixtures coming up, how are you preparing for that?
Just keeping the squad grounded, make sure everyone knows their jobs, and that's what tonight is. It's not a blast, it's more a session of fine-tuning things, make sure everyone knows what they're doing. Just fine-tune. I think that's all it is now. It's sort of the muscle memory thing. We brought some lads in. It's taken a while to sort of the patterns to settle, but when they do, listen, we look great and we'll challenge anyone. We know that, not just from this division. So that's all it'll be the next few weeks. Make sure we do the right things at the right times. Sit down, look at the squad and opposition. But like you said, let's not have it wrong. This is a tough run of fixtures we're in now, but this will tell us where we are and where we want to be, right? Avonmouth, they've had a really decent start. Obviously we got the trip down to Sturminster on Tuesday, which is definitely not ideal. Bit in the following week, so yeah, tough run of games, but this is what we give up our time for. You don't want to be playing in some dog and duck league, winning 10-0 every week. You want to be in proper games of football, so bit of a test for us now. Next couple of weeks will kind of show us where we are as a squad and a club, and we can kick on from there, hopefully.
You've mentioned that we've brought the new lads in, but of course we have lost a couple of players. Can you touch on that for me?
Yeah, I think it's nature of the beast. You create a bit of a monster when you start bringing players in that, no disrespect, that maybe played a better level. Listen, the lads that went, I love the bits. you've got your Owen Pearces and T-Max that played for me across 3 different clubs over the last 5 years. Wicko joined us at Trowbridge and was absolutely superb. All of them come in when the club was on its knees and put us in a good place. So, yeah, disappointed to lose them for different reasons. It's kind of up to them. And obviously this week, Bartley's decided to move on. A great bloke off the pitch. He's just been unlucky with the pre-season he's had, holidays and stuff that kind of fallen a bit awkward for him. And obviously he wants to play football, same as everyone. These lads want to give up their Saturday. They want to be on the green, not sat watching, for sure. So yeah, massive thank you to those boys, whether they were here for the 2.5 years or just last season. Great lads, and we wish them all the very best.
Absolutely, and with no deadline day as such incomings, can the fans expect to see any new players anytime soon?
Yeah, I said a couple of weeks ago we weren't actively looking to sign anyone. I also said football changes quickly. So yeah, we're having a little look now. I wouldn't say the squad's thin by any sort of stretch of the imagination, but if 1 or 2 dip out for any reason, then we want to make sure we're strong this year. We had the blip last year where the squad got really thin and maybe cost us a few results. So we're trying to avoid that this year. But at the same time, we've got a Resi side that's sat there with a couple of great young players in. So we'll kind of lean on them when needed, not just sign for the sake of filling space.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for your time, Chris, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Cheers, boss.